You find Eric reading a book behind the counter. He brightens as you approach, carefully closing the book.
It's so good to see you. Really, you look great. Fit. The dungeon must be giving you a good workout.
Don't call me fit. Don't any of that. You have information? Eric smiles, though his eyes seem cold and distant. Strictly business, I'm just kidding. Yeah, strictly fucking business, bro. We've been rejecting you for half of a summer now. Well, I thought you might want to know what I discovered about dungeons in my research. Did you know they manifest your fears? Yes? Oh, well, you don't have to be all huffy about it. I was thinking, since dungeons are all about your fears, then couldn't we just, like, ignore them and they'd go away? Seems like it'd be safer too. Okay, hold on. Did you know dungeons are a chance for personal growth? Gross. Fucking gross. Who wants to grow personally? Grow the fuck up. You know, like, wouldn't it just be safer to ignore all opportunities to grow or change or be a better person and just, like, hope that everything will be fine by you staying the same piece of shit you've always been your whole life, and, like, no one will ever call you out for it because, like, you know, I'm rich and, like, a superior specimen. I'm a superior specimen, guys. My name is Eric, and I tutor people in history, and I think that nobody can be better than me, so I make my own weapons because only my weapons are good weapons, even if there's better weapons out there that, like, are more powerful and sturdier. Mine are better because they're from me, and, like, you know, personal growth is for losers, so couldn't we just ignore any chance to grow or change or get past our fears and, like, discover things about ourselves? Personal discovery is, like, cringe. Personal discovery and growth is for inferior specimen than me, because I'm Eric. Picture a sparkle here. Because I'm Eric. God, I hate him. But even if you want to fight monsters, the fact that it's your fears suggests you have control. I think we could even speedrun dungeons if we wanted. Skip straight to the bottom, fight the boss immediately. I figured out how. I'm Eric, and I think that you control all of your fears, and that, like, you just, you know, you could just not be afraid if you wanted to, because, like, you could just choose not fear. You don't have to work through anything, or try to improve, or self-reflect, or think about why you might be afraid of these things. Just, like, stop being afraid of them, skip to the end, skip to the part where you, like, become even better than you already are, and just, like, skip all the working on yourself and introspection and self-reflection. Ew. Could you imagine thinking about what would make you a better person and then doing it? Just skip to the, like, being better part, you know? It's way easier and less effort. I think I figured it out. The true model to life is just, like, never work on yourself and just skip straight to the, like, being the best. Fuck you, Eric. But Eric pauses and looks you in the eye with a mischievous grin. Don't blush and give me a mischievous grin. You said it'd be a trade. How about I tell you about my speedrun How about I tell you about my speedrun strat for the low price of a kiss on the cheek? Seriously? Oh, fine. What about a smile? One nice, pretty smile. No thanks. Eric goes silent, the warmth leaving his face. We already said that he was His face was warm, but his eyes were cold and distant. It was all fake warmth to begin with. Cool. He goes silent, the warmth leaving his face. Ugh. Some people are just so selfish. They get good looks, attention, offers of knowledge, and they can't even share the teeniest part of their happiness. No, because it's not happiness if you tell me to smile on command. If you want somebody around you to smile, do things that make them fucking happy. If the person around you isn't smiling, and, you know, it could just be what their neutral face is. Nobody smiles 24/7 like a maniac. Like, nobody smiles all the time, even if they're perfectly blissful in their life. You know? This smiling 24/7 isn't a sign of anything. Other than maybe that you're faking it too hard to get other people to leave you alone. So, like, if you want the people around you to smile, just do things that make them smile. Now, Eric here, I understand, has probably never made anybody, especially a woman, smile in his entire existence. So, like, that must be hard. But if you have the urge to tell somebody, especially a woman or somebody femme presenting, or like, or femme perceived, to smile, just keep that to yourself instead, because we would smile if we wanted to. We're not keeping our smiles from you. We're not like, gotta hoard the happy on the inside. We just don't have a reason to fucking smile when talking to you, bro. And like, just stop. Ugh. I just want to like grab him by the shoulders and shake him and be like, okay, Eric, I must ask you, how many times have you been slapped for pulling a woman's earbud out of her ear to talk to her? You know what I mean? Or like, how much of your life have you spent doing like a take out your headphones motion? Women, they're wearing them to not talk to you. They're wearing them to not talk to you. Eric, you can't even share the tiniest part of their happiness. It's not happiness if you're commanding me. Ugh. The shape slips silently into view, graceful as water. What? What the fuck are you? Or waving... Or waving your hand between their face and the book they're actively reading. We're reading a book. Because we don't want to interact with other people, we want to read the book. I actually saw somebody on Twitter. This is a very, very small side note. I saw somebody on Twitter be like, if you bring a book to a bar, nobody likes you. And everybody was just like, if they're reading a book at the bar with their cocktail, they probably are there to relax and enjoy themselves and not talk to you. And have you considered the point was to read? Bryomancer, I'm glad that you find all of this such quality content. Look, I just... like... you know, what the fuck? To all of this. Also, about this thing. What the fuck is this? Enemy? I need it to be more weeby, actually. Hold on. Don't be such a baka. Okay, this is the voice. Enemy? The stranger stares at you with an intensity bordering on excitement. Eric hesitates before waving his hand with a huffy sigh. No, not an enemy. Return to your sheath. The stranger slips away with a rustle of silk. Since you apparently know everything, you won't need to ask questions about him. Good day. He pointedly reopens his book and ignores you until you leave. Eric. The fuck? Okay. Okay. That's not menacing.